What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Wild and Wicked Things by Francesca May. This is definitely a Great Gatsby retelling, except it's like gender bent, sort of, and then it has magic and witches thrown into it. So we are on this mystical, magical island, and I believe it kind of takes place off the coast of what I believe to be the UK. It just kind of has the similar vibes. One of our main characters, Annie, is Irish. She's coming over to this island because her father died and he, mysteriously ran away to this island. So she's there to settle his estate. But while she's there, she is catching up with her friend B, who has married and just created this beautiful, glamorous life for herself. But then, of course, everything changes when she meets her very mysterious neighbor, who is our Gatsby character. So when I say gender bent, sort of, I mean two of our characters are gender bent. So Gatsby is a woman and the character of Nick is a woman as well, which I thought was interesting, although I wonder why we didn't just like gender bend the entire thing. But I think that's largely because at the heart of this is a lesbian story. So we have now a lesbian relationship with Gatsby and Daisy, but then we also have our main relationship between Gatsby and Nick, which is definitely a very like fanficky version of it, but I actually really like that dynamic. So this book for me, it was just really meh. It's very flowery in the way things were described, and it was just very like over dramatic. So while I was listening to it, I was just like, I don't care. Can we move on? There's this curse that needs to be stopped, this mysterious blood bargain, and I just found myself not really connecting with any of the characters. And I also had a huge problem because I listened to this book and it's narrated by the same person who narrates the Kingdom of the Wicked books, which is awesome because that's a really great narrator. She did an amazing job with those books. However, Wild and Wicked Things is very similar in like premise, in writing styles, in everything to Kingdom of the Wicked. So sometimes I would forget what book I was reading, and that was just really difficult for me to like bring myself and like ground myself back in the story. I don't know if that would have happened if I was straight up reading it, although I do think that because of how slow I found the story to be and how much I just wasn't invested in the characters, it could have happened if I was straight up reading it as well. Overall, I mean, it's a solid C-. It wasn't my favorite, but I definitely think it had some good qualities to it. Like I said, it is a Great Gatsby retelling, and I honestly think that was its like shining qualities, like with it being so straightforward. I loved seeing like even within like the cottage and living next door in the way that like the character of Daisy and the character of Tom is written. I know I keep using the Gatsby characters, but that's because, like I said, I didn't connect with these characters very well, but just seeing how that they were written and how they were represented was really fun, and I really liked that. I almost feel like switching it up and making it like witchy and more of a fantasy was the downfall. I think if it had been just straight up like literary fiction, it would have been really good. You could have still added some things in with like a dabble of like witches and things like that, but like the actual culture of it within the story just kind of took me back a little bit, and it was kind of hard because there were so many new rules like filtered into it. So I think it was just trying to do too many things, and then it really just didn't succeed at anything other than being a pretty fun retelling. Like I said, it is a solid C-. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but if you are a fan of The Great Gatsby, it is definitely a really fun nod to that, and it is interesting to see, how those themes were played with. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Top Books with me every week. That's everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!